Hello everyone. I, Assistant Professor Abhigna Vaishnav from LJ Integrated MBA, once again welcome you all to the second video lecture for the subject Service Marketing for Semester 9 Integrated MBA. Well, in the previous lecture, we had just seen about the basics of service marketing and we had just started with the topic of how a customer behaves in a service encounter through 4 categories of services. We are carrying forward the same topic in today's lecture. We'll be seeing the customer decision-making process. Now, as we all know that in case of services, production, distribution and consumption takes place simultaneously. So, as a marketer and as a researcher, they've developed a 3-stage model because a customer doesn't buy an output, he buys a process. It's a process consumption thing. So, that is why 3-stage model has been developed. Pre-purchase stage, service encounter stage and post-purchase stage. At each stage, the consumer behavior has been observed and the key points are covered as well. We'll look at one by one in detail. First is pre-purchase stage. Before consuming a service, a customer makes a lot of decisions. The steps goes like, first the need arousal comes, then he seeks for the information, then he look out for the evaluation of the alternatives, then he decides to purchase. Well, need. Where it comes from? Need can be triggered from your unconscious mind, from your physical elements, from the marketing efforts as well. In case of unconscious mind, the example could be your impulse buying. In case of physical elements, the example could be a thirst or a hunger. And in case of marketing effort, your 4 P's, marketing efforts put in by the marketers, that are the examples for the need arousal. As soon as the need arises, customer always starts searching for the alternatives. Information search stage. Mostly internal and external information stage comes in and he searches information from the evoked set that he has. After having so many alternatives, he evaluates them. Third stage, evaluation of alternatives, we will be seeing the service attributes, perceived risk and service expectations. First, service attributes. There are 3 attributes. Service experience. In this, you are very much sure before consuming about the service performance. For example, about the style, design, sound, etc. In case of experience attributes, it is very difficult before consuming. You have to experience the service first, then you'll be able to judge the service performance. In case of credence attributes, even after experiencing the services, certain services are difficult to be judged. These are credence attributes. The example could be the repair and maintenance done on your possession. You are not clear about even after the experiencing the service. Now, as there are so many differences are there involves perceived risk as well. Perceived risk could vary from functional risk, financial risk, temporal risk, psychological risk, physical risk, social risk and sensory risk. Risk is involved everywhere. It can be your monetary or non-monetary risk. It can be with the performance of the product. It can be with your mental and physical effort. It can be an injury to your possession or to your senses. It varies. So how to handle? A customer handles these perceived risks, right? He always wants trial of the product. He searches for the information from his internal sources. He searches the internet. He always goes with the reputation. He always asks for the guarantees and warranties. Even he always asks information from the experienced employees. So, if we are aware that the customers handles perceived risk in this manner, marketers always make strategies accordingly. Provide them free trials, offer them display credentials, advertise it, give them guarantees and warranties, offer them free trials, give them online access. In short, you have to provide them evidence management. Perceived risk is solved. Then comes your service expectations. Service expectation has been distributed among 3 types: desired level, adequate level and perceived. Desired service comes from the customer's personal needs, his philosophy about services and his service expectation. Adequate needs arise from the situational factors and predicted service arise from the past experience, word of mouth and the promises made by the marketer. Now, if you see in the diagram, the gap that is shown between desired service and adequate service, the gap is known as zone of tolerance. It is the gap in which customer willingly accepts the variation in the service delivery. So as a marketer, you should be very much clear about all the three elements along with the zone of tolerance. This is about the pre-purchase stage. Third step, evaluation of alternatives. The fourth is purchase decisions. After evaluating your alternatives, you select the best option. If there are less perceived risks, it is very easy to make a decision. There are trade-offs happening as well, so focus on that as well. Price is the very important factor in your purchase decision. Now we move towards the second stage, service encounter stage. The customer has entered the premises. He is already there in consumption of the services. Service consumption stage, we'll be studying serve-action system, theater metaphor, and the high and medium low contact services. First, look at the contact services. Contact between the service provider and the customer varies from high, medium, and low. A customer may be thoroughly engaged in the service encounter. He may not be at all engaged, or somewhere in medium level as well, he may be involved. Serve-action. This word comes from service plus production. The production, distribution, and consumption takes place simultaneously. So, in a serve-action diagram, as you can see, the service operations where the inputs are being built, where the elements, facilities, personnel are being arranged at service delivery stage, the final assembly is taking place, and the actual delivery is taking place of the service, and the other touch points. Customer comes in direct contact with other customers. This is a serve-action model. Well, just observe frequently, you'll be able to see that it is having resemblance with the theater. Theater metaphor is suitable for it. As you can see, the service operations plays like a stage on which the drama is being displayed. The artist, the people, front stage and at the backstage, they play different roles. Each is having different role that he performs. And there is a script written, how a customer behaves and how the employees behave in a sequential manner. So this is a service encounter stage, very crucial stage because customer can very well see you what is the arrangements like. Third and last stage is post-purchase stage. See, whenever you've delivered the services, your task is not over yet. In marketing, always focus on repeat customers. You want them to come again. So post-purchase behavior should be addressed. Customer satisfaction should be addressed at the most. Well, after the consumption, service experience or the performance could match his expectation, could be positively, could be negatively, could be stable. He could be delighted, he could have dissonance. If he's delighted, if he's satisfied, he'll be the repeat customers, he'll have positive word of mind, and he'll have the loyalty status as well. But if it is negative confirmation there, then he may not come at all, he may complain, may not complain, he may spread negative word of mouth as well. As a marketer, always have in mind a customer always faces one dilemma, that is of dissonance buying, doubting your purchase. That happens to many customers. So at this stage, evaluate the customer's post-purchase behavior thoroughly. So by this, I end this chapter and ends the module as well. We'll see you in the second module in the next video lecture. That just does it from my side. Again, the references that I have taken from the book Service Marketing by Lovelock. Thank you very much. Keep learning.